Welcome to this video where we explore a world of creativity and imagination with easy DIY wall art ideas. Whether you're looking to add character to a blank wall, personalize your living space, or simply enjoy the rewarding feeling of making something with your own hands, this journey through wall art will give you inspiration after inspiration. The beauty of DIY wall art lies in its accessibility. You don't need to be a professional artist and you don't need expensive materials. All you need is a spark of creativity, a little time, and the willingness to create something unique. Let's start with the concept of wooden slat designs. One of the most visually striking but surprisingly simple forms of wall art is made from thin wooden slats arranged in geometric patterns. You can cut the slats into triangles, rectangles, or even trapezoids and stain them in varying tones of brown, gray, or black. When arranged together on a backing board, these shapes form a mesmerizing piece that adds depth and a sense of craftsmanship to any wall. These designs are especially popular in Scandinavian and modern minimalist homes. And the process of placing each slat piece by piece can be incredibly satisfying and therapeutic. Now let's move to canvas-based DIY ideas. A blank canvas is like an open invitation to create, and one of the easiest ways to do that is by using painter's tape to form patterns before adding paint. Think diagonal lines, chevrons, or even random tape intersections. Once you paint over the entire surface and remove the tape, you're left with clean, sharp designs that look far more complex than they really are. You can even add gold leaf accents or soft pastels for a more luxurious or calming feel. These kinds of artworks look great above couches, beds, or office desks. Another deeply personal form of wall art involves creating memory boards using wood and string. Imagine a wooden base with small nails hammered in around the edges or in the shape of a heart, a city skyline, or even a country map. Then you take string or thin yarn and wrap it between the nails to create outlines or abstract designs. This technique, known as string art, allows you to embed personal stories and memories into your walls. You can even pin photos or postcards into the center for a custom family tribute or a visual travel diary. Speaking of personal touches, let's talk about framed quotes. A simple way to bring warmth and meaning to your walls is by choosing quotes or affirmations that resonate with you. You can use wood, canvas, or even repurposed cardboard as the backing, and then hand paint or stencil your favorite sayings. Whether it's something motivational, poetic, or humorous, your words become the centerpiece. Add some rustic charm by framing it with reclaimed wood or giving the background a distressed paint treatment. It's low cost, meaningful, and looks great in bedrooms, kitchens, or entryways. Let's now imagine your wall as a living gallery. One fun and interactive idea is to create a rotating wooden art display. This involves crafting a wooden rack with a clothesline-like feature. Just 2 wooden hooks and some wire or twine strung across. With mini clothespins you can hang small sketches, notes, Polaroids, dried leaves, or kids' artwork. The best part is that it can change daily, weekly, or with the seasons. It becomes a constantly evolving part of your home, like a living journal on your wall. Another easy but visually appealing form of wall art is layered wooden circles or waves. Using wood slices or even laser-cut plywood shapes, you can stack them in curved, organic patterns. This style mimics nature, especially the flow of water or the rings inside a tree. You can leave the wood raw for a natural look or stain each layer in complementary shades for more contrast. The tactile quality of this artwork invites both visual and emotional engagement. Now, if you want to go really minimalist and elegant, consider creating framed fabric panels. Choose fabrics with striking textures or subtle prints, linen, burlap, cotton, or patterned napkins, and stretch them over wooden frames or canvas boards. The result is a piece of soft wall art that adds color and texture without overwhelming the space. These panels are easy to make, easy to switch out, and offer a calm, clean aesthetic that works beautifully in contemporary or boho-inspired interiors. Another beloved DIY option is nature-themed shadow boxes. Gather natural elements like small twigs, pine cones, dried flowers, or feathers, and carefully arrange them inside a wooden shadow box frame. You can glue each item in place or let them sit loosely inside, like a curated collection. Shadow boxes create dimension and tell a story, perhaps a walk through a forest, a memory of a beach trip, or a tribute to changing seasons. With the right lighting, these pieces cast beautiful shadows and bring nature right into your living space. Let's now shift to something playful and dynamic, the idea of 3D wooden word signs. Words like gather, home, create, or dream carved or cut from wood bring not just decoration, but emotion and personality to your walls. You can paint them in metallics, pastels, or even chalkboard black. Some people mount them directly to the wall, while others place them inside frames or on top of layered wooden panels for more dimension. These signs serve as quiet reminders or bold statements, depending on the font and finish you choose. One of the simplest yet most elegant wall art solutions is a grid of mini wooden blocks. Take small wooden squares or hexagons and stain them in a range of tones, from light honey to deep espresso. Then arrange them in tight grids or loose waves across a canvas or panel. The natural grain of each block catches the light differently, creating a dance of tones and shadows as you move around the room. It's a celebration of simplicity and natural beauty, and incredibly satisfying to build piece by piece. For those who love a more artistic and freeform style, consider abstract wooden cutouts. You can draw large organic shapes, cut them from thin plywood or MDF, and paint them in bold or muted colors. Then you layer and mount them on the wall like a puzzle of flowing forms. These abstract designs can reflect landscapes, ocean waves, or completely imaginary scenes. They act as artistic statements without requiring detailed painting skills, perfect for a bold feature wall or creative nook. Another cozy and heartwarming idea is to use wooden embroidery hoops as wall art. You can stretch patterned fabric, lace, or hand-stitched designs inside them and hang them in clusters. Some people like to mix sizes and patterns, creating a quilt-like effect on the wall. These hoops are lightweight, easy to hang, and full of personality. Whether you're into florals, minimalist designs, or folk art, the embroidery hoop approach allows endless customization. Still in the realm of personal creativity, let's talk about hand-painted wood slices. These are cross-sections of branches or logs, polished and then used as tiny natural canvases. You can paint animals, plants, mandalas, celestial themes, or even simple line drawings on them. Once finished, they can be arranged in clusters or mounted individually. Their round shape and bark edge give them a raw, earthy feel, while your painted additions add a touch of your inner world. And just like that, we've taken a deep dive into a wide variety of creative DIY wall art ideas. Everything from geometric slat designs and painted canvases, to string art, reclaimed wood, and even floating mobiles. But beyond just giving your walls a little visual interest, these projects have something far more valuable to offer. They allow you to express yourself. Each piece becomes a personal reflection of your style, your taste, and your story. That's something no store-bought decor can truly replicate. When you create something with your own hands, it carries a kind of energy and authenticity that mass-produced items just don't have. Whether it's the slightly imperfect brushstroke, the texture of natural wood, or the unique combination of colors you chose, those little details speak volumes. They're what turn a blank wall into something warm, thoughtful, and alive. Even if you've never considered yourself artistic, you might be surprised at how satisfying it feels to create something from scratch and see it hanging proudly in your space. What's also amazing is how approachable these projects can be. You don't need expensive tools or fancy materials. Sometimes all it takes is a few scraps of wood, a bit of paint or string, and a spark of imagination. These projects can be as simple or as elaborate as you like, which means there's always room to grow. You can start with a basic design and build your skills over time, experimenting with new materials, new shapes, and new techniques as your confidence grows. And let's not forget how versatile wooden wall art really is. Whether you live in a sleek modern apartment, a cozy farmhouse, or a bohemian loft, there's a wooden art style that fits your space perfectly. You can create a bold, colorful focal point that draws the eye, or something soft and subtle that blends in beautifully with your other decor. That's the beauty of handmade art. It adapts to you, not the other way around. These projects also make for meaningful gifts. Imagine giving someone a handcrafted piece of wall art that you made yourself, something you poured your time, effort, and creativity into. It's more than just a decoration, it's a gesture of thoughtfulness and care. And when someone walks into your home and sees what you've made, it often sparks conversation. People are drawn to handmade items because they carry stories of process, intention, and personality. And let's take a moment to appreciate the process itself. Crafting is more than just creating an object. It's about the time you set aside for yourself. It's a form of relaxation, of mindfulness, even healing. As your hands move through the motions, measuring, cutting, sanding, painting, your mind finds a kind of calm. You get to tune out the noise of the world and just be present in what you're making. That moment of peace, however brief, is worth so much. So, whether you're completely new to DIY or you've got years of crafting under your belt, I hope today's video gave you some fresh inspiration. These ideas are here to help you transform your home, one small, meaningful project at a time. There's no rush, no pressure. Just enjoy the process and create what feels right to you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'd love to hear what project you're most excited to try, so feel free to leave a comment below. And if you found value or inspiration in this video, it really helps when you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who love home decor and DIY projects. I've got plenty more creative ideas coming your way, so stay tuned. Until next time, keep exploring, keep crafting, and keep making your space a beautiful reflection of you. Happy creating!